everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Triton Talk. I'm Ada Yalchin, and today we're with Raz from the sailing team. Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Are you excited to be here?
Yeah.
It's now your turn. Have you been watching these episodes?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. For sure.
All right, let's get started.
All right.
First question is, how did you get involved in competitive sailing?
So, from a young age, I grew up sailing at my local sailing center, and just progressed through the program and really fell in love with it.
Okay.
And then I just kept on taking it to higher and higher levels, and really pushing myself. And
where are you from?
I grew up year-round on Martha's Vineyard. It's a small island off the East Coast up north.
That helps.
Yeah, so it helps me on an island for sure. Yeah.
All right. Also, what's the most difficult thing about competitive sailing?
I think the most difficult thing about sailing, especially at the college level, is that it's really a mental game. Obviously there's a lot of physical aspects that go into it, where you're hiking out for an entire day, but it's like a long day out in the water.
Yeah.
And so, you're competing for 2 full days, and to stay focused and make sure that your boat's going in a straight line, you know what all the weather conditions around you are doing, because that plays a huge factor. Yeah. And just to keep that consistent mind state is definitely the hardest part.
Was that really hard for you to get used to?
Yeah, for sure. The biggest step between high school and college, I think, is for sure when you come in as a freshman, the level is so high, and to stay consistent in every race that you do is super hard.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Because you can get ready for the physical part, but the mental part takes a
exactly.
More.
And little things can happen, and it can completely ruin your race. If you can minimize all those little things, that's definitely the hardest part.
Yeah. All right. In addition to sailing, you've done pretty well for yourself in windsurfing. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So my original introduction to sailing was actually through windsurfing.
Okay.
Which is, with a board and a sail out there.
I know a little bit about it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to act like I know everything.
No, yeah, all good. So both my parents actually did that at a super high level, and that's how they met, actually.
Okay.
So naturally, when I was super young, 2 years old, my dad made this sail for me, custom, so that he could take me and push me out on a windsurfer, and that was my first time windsurfing. Okay. So alongside sailing, that's been something that I've been super passionate about. I've kind of phased away from it a little bit these days, but it's always going to be with me in my life. And competed a lot at the youth level, and traveled to a bunch of world championships. When I was a junior in high school, I won a world championship in windsurfing. Okay.
And if you had to choose between windsurfing and competitive sailing, which one would you choose?
That's tricky. So windsurfing is super, super fun, but unfortunately, especially in the U.S., there just aren't a lot of people doing it. Okay, yeah. So for that, it's a huge sport globally, but I wouldn't have enough people to get together and really do any form of campaign in it here. Okay. Whereas with competitive sailing, it's such an amazing thing, because I can just throw on my life jacket and compete against some of the best sailors in the country, in the world. Yeah. All right.
We're told you have some very interesting plans for after graduation. Can you share what's in store for you after you leave Eckerd?
Absolutely. So, as a political science major, boring.
I'm kidding.
I don't know. I think I've learned a lot about the world and our kind of role as people who are lucky enough to be sitting here in this beautiful campus to go out and help other people. So at this point, I'm still applying, but hopefully the end goal would be to do a Peace Corps program somewhere, or some sort of volunteering opportunity like that.
That's impressive.
Yeah, just go abroad for a couple of years. And
have you ever been abroad since you've been here to Eckerd?
I've been to Cuba once for a month, which was great. But
so you want to do more?
Yeah, I want to do more.
Okay. And what will you remember most from your time at Eckerd?
From my time at Eckerd, I think the most special thing has just been, all of the great friends that I've made, and those moments out there with them, either out in the water, naturally either kiteboarding or windsurfing or sailing. All those guys that I've met through that have been really special.
The people.
The people, for sure.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
Absolutely. Cool. Thanks.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.